Fellas, this is an interesting clip we about to get into. Women will try to make excuses for anything. Morals and principles obviously are no longer objective. You know, everybody has their own morals and principles, so it's subjective. In terms of her, she said, she's gonna say these things, and bro's gonna give his opinion on it, just like a man should. And fellas, this is a prime example of why you shouldn't settle and let a woman brainwash you into thinking that something's okay just because she's gorgeous. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this video, man. Let's do it.
My girl's not gonna take dick from anybody else but me.
Even if she's paid?
Yeah, money doesn't run my life. Money's not good enough to give up my morals of you having dick and cum in your face and getting bust on, and you're gonna come home and kiss me and build a life with me? Nah.
Well, I'm a porn star and I haven't sold my soul, so...
And that's not really information for my life. I told you my opinion. I don't care if you're a porn star. Ain't a bitch bad enough.
So would you fuck me?
Like I said earlier, I would smash, but I would not date.
I'm a great girlfriend, though. You know, you're kind of passing it up. Do you, a little side question.
You're not going to be a great girlfriend while you're taking dick from those 5 guys.
So, you know, well, I don't do gangbangs, number one. Number two, so would you think that I wouldn't be able to come home and treat you right, cook you dinner? Those aren't qualities you would want in a girlfriend?
Well, I think I can find those qualities and for them to do something that I respect outside the home. Unfortunately, it's not about what you do in front of me, it's what you do behind me.
So, man, listen, man, she obviously didn't like what he had to say about it. She thinks, you know, she gets all the attention, probably gets all the attention in the streets, and she does this for a living and expects, because I'm pretty sure there are some guys who are probably getting paid off of it or just feel like that, hey, I'm going to deal with this and we're a couple and you're going to work and you're taking care of the bills, so on and so forth. But, hey, man, it's just bananas to me. So anyway, before we get into the rest of the video, guys, it's your guy JR Wisdom. Hit that like and subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. Let's run it up. So, fellas, for one, it's nothing wrong with having your own morals and principles, and you can find a woman that's not basically getting dumped on and things like that. Women are out there. Gorgeous women are out there, but a lot of times you have very beautiful women that a lot of times feel like they have to sell sex for a living, and that even comes down to Instagram booty models showing off on social media and things like that. OnlyFans, it's just another form of selling sex. And this woman basically says that, you know, I didn't sell my soul. You're being fucked on camera, baby. You're giving up the goods on camera for the world to see. People, the homies can whack off to your videos. And you're saying you don't think I'm a very good woman. You're passing up on a good woman. So why is it that you need to do this for a living? Why is it that you need to fuck on camera for a living? Do you feel like that's how? Because it's gonna be a few things that women will say, especially to back her up. Well, it's about women's empowerment. I'm expressing myself by having sex with multiple women. No, I don't do gangbangs, and I haven't sold my soul. How haven't you sold your soul, baby? That's a primary example of selling your soul. You don't value. You want to be in a relationship, but you want to be fucked by other men. I mean, unless you got that relationship dynamic, and I'm not saying that you can't find it, because there's tons of people in the adult industry that are in relationships. A lot of times they are in relationships with other people in the industry. That's typically how it happens. Or if they have someone that's their pimp, or they have a habit and things like that, and somebody that's doing that, these things happen. But it's the primary example of you got people that you resort to that point where you're fucking on camera and you constantly you're fucking, you've sold your soul or you're soulless. And that's not me passing judgment, but for you to say, it's kind of like you're judging homie on the video by saying, and he kept it funky, that's what you choose to do. You wouldn't fuck me? Like, what kind of, like, what does that mean? You went from dating to taking seriously to you wouldn't fuck me? Of course we would fuck you, baby. Like, of course. Like, women need to understand that. And I think For a porn star of all people, your goal is to want men to fuck you. Holy shit. And it's like, you would think that you would have more brains by now, but evidently a lot of these women in the industry, people in the industry, aren't too bright. If you're selling pussy on camera, you're selling pussy off camera. I'm sorry, same thing with stripping. You know, you can have the ones that have morals, but the majority of them you're performing. You know, you're selling pussy on camera, you're selling it off camera. You know, same thing, you're getting side gigs, you're doing gangbangs. You have morals just because you're not fucking more than one guy. You are fucking more than one guy. You just aren't doing it at the same time, according to you. So y'all ladies need to stop that. If this man prefers to be with a woman who, you know, that's gonna be honest with him for the most part and is wholesome, has morals and principles, you know, he just chooses not to be with you. It's just like the certain community out there. Because you say you don't want to date that type of person, then something's wrong with you. Or you're being judgmental and things like that. No, I just prefer not to be with that type of person. And guys, it's perfectly fine. You know, I get it that she's conducting this interview in a certain way to do things. Can she do that and come home? You have to be, people who do that, you have to be on a completely different level. You have to be on a completely different level from detachment. Can you come home and wash your ass? Yeah, you probably can. Can you come home and cook for me? Yeah, you probably can. Do these people have kids? Do strippers have kids? Do sex workers have kids? Yeah. Do they come home and cook for the kids? Yeah. Do they come home and massage their men's feet and things like that? Yes. That's for the man that wants those. Just like the video I've done about why don't men want to date strippers or wife strippers. Baby, like, it's some of these things like y'all know the answers to. You know, some men, that's their desire. They want it. Some dudes, I've known dudes who like to watch other dudes fuck their wives or girlfriends in front of them. They get off on that type of voyeurism, if you will. And some women the same way. This stuff does exist. They get off on these things. So some dudes would love to be, a lot of dudes have been with these type of women, dated them full time, all that, financed them. So a lot of women getting by and a lot of strippers and people in the industry. If they weren't getting supported or in a relationship, then, you know, you're sadly mistaken if you think that. Regardless, she's for the streets. We get it. We know she's for the streets. She does her thing. But fellas, you don't have to accept it. Just like you don't have to accept if a woman says, well, I want to do this, this, and this. You tolerate what you tolerate, and that's that. You don't have to tolerate anything from anyone. And somebody doesn't have to gaslight you or make you feel bad about your decision, whether that's you, that's who you feel you are, and you stand on your morals and principles. When it comes to that, you stand on your likes and your dislikes. And you can't make somebody turn you into a simp by saying that. Just like a woman will say, well, you know, or invite someone to the bedroom or try to invite someone to the bedroom and you're cool with it because you're afraid of losing the person. You know, and your ass is dying inside while you got to watch her ride another man's meat. I don't know, fellas. You know, it's just things to think about, guys. You don't have to settle for anything, man. But this is just an odd video in itself. Dating someone that basically is getting bust on, dick down, you know, because at the end of the day, sex is we can say it's animalistic and things, but basically you're actually, somebody's entering the same temple that you're entering in, whether you're on some spiritual time or not. And some women don't look at it that way. Some women look at it as getting some money, because that's the easiest way to get money a lot of times. Or they look at it as something not spiritual and bonding. How could you go home and bond with your man and say it's a spiritual experience, and then you go on camera with this dude and he's just doing the same thing and it's not spiritual? You guys can justify it however you want. People have their preferences, but I digress. That's just my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about this. You know, Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a session. Ladies, if you're looking for some advice, fellas, if you're looking for some advice, hit me up. Also doing YouTube coaching if you're looking to start your YouTube channel or get some advice, editing, anything like that. Hit me up on Linktree. Purchase my books and merchandise, t-shirts. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back. And with that being said, much blessings and abundance to you all. Peace to you all. This is Wisdom. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth.